it's author Sandra Wilson coming to you from the Kindness Kangaroo Library with another Storytime session. Because it's World Coconut Day, I thought it would be a great time to read the book Kai, the Loneliest Palm Tree. This book is by Cindi Handley Goodeau, and the beautiful drawings are by Jack Foster. It's such a cute little story. I think you'll really enjoy it. And it has a little bit of information about coconuts, which is a great learning tool as well, and can get the conversation started about where certain foods come from. Okay, so here we go. On a tiny island lives a little palm tree named Kai, who spends her days watching ocean waves and her nights wishing on stars. Her wishes are always the same, for a friend to share the beautiful view with. She is lonely, but still happy, because life is a wonderful thing. There's Kai, looking up at the stars and making wishes. Sometimes Kai sees ships in the distance, or a bird flying high in the sky. No one ever stops on her tiny island, or even waves hello. She is lonely, but still happy, because life is a wonderful thing. One day, Kai sees a small boat near her island. She stands tall and waves her fronds to welcome her new friend. A man steps onto Kai's island and sits down. Kai drops a coconut for her new friend. Tired and hungry, the man drinks all its milk with a happy sigh. After several weeks, a big ship takes the man away. They call it a rescue, but Kai feels lonely once again. The only company she has left is the pile of empty coconut shells the man has left behind. Kai goes back to her old routine, spending her days watching ocean waves and her nights wishing on stars. Her wishes are always the same, for a friend to share the beautiful view with. She is lonely, but still happy, because life is a wonderful thing. One evening, a green turtle climbs onto Kai's island. She stays through the night, returning to the ocean the next morning. Kai sees eggs warming in a shallow hole. After 2 months, she sees baby turtles making their way to the water. Kai secretly hopes a few might stay, but wishes them well on their journey. She waves her fronds as the last tiny turtle swims into the blue water. Seeing the baby turtles shuffle into the waves makes Kai think about her own beginning. Coconut Kai had dropped from a large palm tree all the way across the world. Carried by ocean currents, she floated along the ocean waves with a large group of coconuts for 100 days before rolling onto the tiny island. Another coconut landed nearby, and they soon made their way below the sand. Roots grew, and 2 tiny palm trees stretched into the sunlight. Kai enjoyed the company for a brief time until a great big storm uprooted her friend and powerful gusts of rain and wind carried it away. As the dark clouds covered the sky and the storm grew stronger, Kai thought she too might suffer the same fate. She dug her roots deeper to hold her ground. Daylight brought calm skies and loneliness. Despite her tough start, Kai loved her new home. Look at that. Isn't that a great information about how a palm tree comes to life? Kai goes back to her old routine, spending her days watching the ocean waves and her nights wishing on stars. Her wishes are always the same, for a friend to share the beautiful view with. She is lonely, but still happy, because life is a wonderful thing. One day, Kai sees a bird flying high in the sky. Only this time, the bird flies down to inspect the coconut shells. Kai feels happy as she watches her new feathered friend eat coconut. The bird even hops up and sits on Kai's highest frond, enjoying the view. Her feathered friend sleeps until the sun comes up and then flies away. Kai guesses she will always be lonely. This makes her feel sad for a moment. Is it better to never have friends than to watch them leave? Kai goes back to her old routine, spending her days watching ocean waves and her nights wishing on stars. Her wishes are always the same, for a friend to share the beautiful view with. She is lonely, but still happy, because life is a wonderful thing. One day, something amazing happens. Her bird friends come back. Seeing him return makes Kai feel happy. The bird lands on her highest frond and does something strange. As he sings the most beautiful song, Kai sways in the wind to the tune. Soon, sounds of flapping feathers fills the air. They become surrounded by dozens of brightly colored birds. Her friend's beautiful song is call for his family to join him. The birds spend their days eating coconut by the shore and their nights sleeping snuggled sweetly together on Kai's fronds. They love Kai and their tiny island home. Happy Kai is never lonely again because life is a wonderful thing. And there's some great things at the end. There's some little quick drawings to show how these characters come to life, which is really cool to see some of the behind the scenes. And there's Cindi, the author of the story. It's a great story. One, because it has such a nice little rise and fall of adventure and action and excitement and sadness and friendship. And two, because of the repetition in it, and it can inspire learning to read, because the kids can help read the story with you because the same wish is repeated throughout, and so kids can learn to be part of the story as well, to read that part, or at least to share that part if they can't read yet. So I think it's a wonderful story, and it does teach us a little bit about coconuts. So today, on World Coconut Day, why don't you explore more about coconuts? Maybe go to the grocery store and check out a coconut. You know, feel its texture, shake it a little. Maybe if you get a chance, you can buy it and open one up and see what's inside, and you know, or just go and enjoy a coconut treat. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the story, Kai, the Loneliest Palm Tree, and I will post a link to where you can get your own copy of this beautiful book. Bye, everybody.